Yo, what is up everybody? Jumpin here, and today I am back on some Dragon Age Origins. In our last episode we did the Lands Meet, and we killed Logan, that bastard. Now we need to return to Redcliffe and talk to Eamon, so let's do this. Now when you come back here, there's gonna be a little bit of trouble. The windmill's on fire! Oh no! What's going on?
It's you, the Grey Warden. Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
Oh no.
Just a few hours ago, not that long after everyone was evacuated to the castle, I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
Well, it's just us.
I didn't see anything that I'd call an archdemon. Isn't that supposed to be a big dragon? No, nothing like that. I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
Well, alrighty, let's do this. So now this is gonna be like the battle for Redcliffe. Again! Oh yeah, and what's crazy is that every enemy here, I think that they're just really low level, because you one smack all of these things. Stupid mage. Maybe not the mage, but everything else you just obliterate. Alright, whirlwind, what up? Oh, I hate it when you get the kill animation sometimes. Urgh. Come on, die everything, one hit. Maybe they set it up like this so that you would kill everything one hit, just to feel like a badass, you know? You're like, oh man, I'm getting close to the end of the game. Now all these dark spawns are total pussies. I can kill all of them. One hit. Besides the big ones. Die, bitch! Gotcha. I might actually use a little bit of the sweep move. Let me just use it like this. Sweep them! All the extra time to actually select it probably isn't really worth it, so I don't need to do that when I can just go, BAM! You're dead. BAM! You're dead. 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 Haha. Super dead. Yeah, I can just pretty much blink at these guys and they die. You gotta love chopping off their heads. Oh no! There's an ogre too! Come on, bring it on! I kinda want them. I want these enemies to surround me so I can whirlwind. Oh no! You're throwing a rock at me! Fuck off. Alright. No! Why? Oh, I hate mages so much. And I know you guys, some of you guys at least, and you leave comments and you say, Jumpin, if you don't like the mages, why don't you just use like certain spells and stuff? Because I know that there's like mages spells that will just destroy mages, and if you set up the tactics right, you can just obliterate. I don't know, I just don't bother with that. I just feel like actually I have no reason not to use those. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I just never fucked with them before. But I do know that they exist, and I know that they destroy. Stupid mage. I just feel like it's kind of a waste at times. Although, yes, mages are annoying, and I get very frustrated at them. I still just can easily run up to them. I hate when you get this kill animation. Slow motion. But yeah, I just feel like I can run up to mages and big threats and just take them out just as easily. I just like to complain about it as I do it, you know? It's like, I'm taking damage! That's the one thing you don't want. You don't want to take damage. You're like, oh no, I'm supposed to be this Grey Warden god. And when I do die, it just sucks. Die, bitch! Now, I have a very interesting thing to talk about in this video. I don't know if you guys want to see it or not, but I am now definitely considering doing Dragon Age 2. It's just a thought. I originally was going to do it, but then it took me a long time with this series. I was a little like, at times, you know, about doing it. I enjoy it, but I just have been playing Diablo and other games, and Dragon Age it wasn't my top priority at times. Now, I really like Dragon Age 2, although I've talked about it in the past and how it is definitely a little disappointing in some areas, and it's really good in other areas. Now, I gotta remember, what the hell do I have to do? Oh, I think all you have to do is kill all the dark spawns and then try to go to the castle, maybe? I'm not too sure about that. I'm gonna attempt that, and hopefully that will work. But yeah, Dragon Age 2, it's a good game. I would say if I was to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give that game a 7 or an 8. And then this game would easily be like a 9 or a 9.5 in my book, because I always thought Dragon Age Origins was just a really cool little game and it was like awesome. But Dragon Age 2, like they did some good things. It was kind of like Mass Effect to Mass Effect 2. The story of Dragon Age 2 and the companions, they're kind of lacking. The environment, the graphics are good, I guess, but the environment is just kind of at times. They repeat the same stuff over and over again. It gets really annoying in that game. But the combat is a lot of fun. I definitely prefer the Dragon Age 2 combat to the Dragon Age 1 combat. I don't really mind like playing like this though. It's not a problem, but at the same time, like it's kind of like comparing Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2, 1 had an amazing story. It had some of the best. I don't know. There was just so many good things about Mass Effect 1. But the one thing going back to it that kind of to this day sucks is the combat. It's just like when you're used to Mass Effect 2 combat and you're used to Mass Effect 3 combat, going back to Mass Effect 1 is just kind of a pain in the ass. And that's kind of the same thing with Dragon Age. So what I'm hoping for in the future with Dragon Age 3 is that they're going to combine the best of two worlds. I hope that they're going to have, and so far it looks like this is the way it's going to be with Dragon Age 3. That they're going to have amazing combat system, and they're gonna have like a really cool environment, and hopefully they have some really cool like different characters and stuff that you can talk to and care about, because that's one thing about Dragon Age 2, man. I found it really annoying. I didn't really like too many of the characters. I like some of them, but for the most part, nah. I wasn't a big fan of the companions and the people that you talk to, and there was a big problem in that game, and if I play it, it's going to annoy the crap out of me to this day, which is every dude in that game, if you're playing as a dude, every dude in that game wants to fuck you, and it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I think they give you 2 romances as a male. If you want to be a heterosexual, you get 2 romance options. But like every dude but Varric, because Varric by far is the best person in Dragon Age 2. Every dude but Varric wants to have sex with you. And it's like, what the fuck?
My lord, you're here. Thank goodness. I don't rightly know. Riordan of the Grey Wardens arrived this morning, just ahead of the Darkspawn. I was told he has urgent news and to send out patrols to watch for your arrival. Then we were attacked.
Okay, I think at this point, this is where you make the decision. Do you want to start the final battle? And, or do you want to continue to go do other side quests and other things? So I think you need to say, take me inside.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lord. They'll be waiting for you there.
Alrighty. So now we get some dialogue and we discuss what we are going to be doing for the final battle. The final battle does take a long time. So, maybe 2 or 3 episodes.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your majesty?
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true.
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain. The Darkspawn line is wide, and many of them roam away from the main horde. Until now, most of them have been spotted here in the west.
Not to mention that we've been too busy killing each other to pay much attention to some silly old Darkspawn horde.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the horde.
Maker preserve us.
But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Al-Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance. I was wondering that myself.
Then you don't know. Of course not. You're both new recruits Duncan wouldn't have expected.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
That would be appreciated.
Perhaps you and Alistair should meet me before you retire for the evening. There are things we need to speak of.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Uh-oh.
You're both here. Good. Please know I assumed you had already been told. Otherwise I would have told you this when you freed me in Denerim. I'm sorry.
What is it? What are you apologizing for?
Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn? The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
What the fuck?
A Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way. As far as we know, the transfer of the Archdemon's essence is automatic. If one of us is not present when the killing blow is made, it is all for nothing. There is no other way. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We keep it secret for the same reason the joining is kept secret. Who would become a Grey Warden if they knew the end that might await them? And yet there must be Grey Wardens. Without us, there is no hope. In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
Oh, man. Alright, so that's not really the end of it. You know, he tells us that one of us has to die. He'll let it be him if that's possible, which of course it's not possible. But there is another thing you can do. Let's go.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I. I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole. I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be. I offer a way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night. It is old magic, from a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some would call it blood magic, but I think that means little to one like you. What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
Yeah, now this is where it gets a little fishy, because I don't know, it never sounded good to me. I just didn't want my Grey Warden to die, but I always thought, like, if she gets pregnant and then the baby absorbs it, maybe the baby can become the archdemon or some fucking monster of some sort. But I don't know. I know there's a DLC where you can go after her and track her down and confront her. I even think you can kill her, which is kind of weird because I don't know. I hated that they came out with that DLC. I always kind of enjoyed the mystery that she takes off with the baby and then you don't know what happens, because that was like a build up to me for another game. You know, she's going to reappear and this baby's going to be some great evil or something. I don't know. And because I don't know the story, you know, you guys can maybe explain it a little bit better to me, and I would appreciate that, but oh, buddy. I always take this option because I just feel like it is the best option. And on top of that, you know, if it was a part of the story, I would enjoy this part of the story. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
In return, I conceive a child, one who will be born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish. This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life. As you wish. Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child, no, it will not be hurt. It will be changed. Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will. I do not wish to tell you.
Oh, man.
The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else. No, you never will. This is all I ask in return for freeing you from the burden the Grey Wardens have placed upon you. Then you have decided? A wise
All right, baby, let's
decision.
do it.
Come, my love. Put the thoughts of the ritual aside and let us make this last night together one to remember.
Oh, yeah. Now, one thing you could do, by the way, is that you can actually have Alistair take your place. And that's just so weird. Like, I'm sorry, you have to go and talk to him and be like, hey, man, I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to go fuck her. And then, of course, he complains, like he always complains, like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? You want to try to get me laid? Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, because I'm such a big fucking pussy.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us. And so we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.